Captain short-handed. Laffer makes a move. Goes to the net. And scores! Greco, a shot. Scores! The guy comes. Greco provides the insurance. Here's the shot. Save better!
You're watching Southern Lehigh Spartans hockey only on Nick's Hockey Broadcast. You're watching the LVSHL Final only on Nick's Hockey Broadcast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the PPL Center, where tonight it's the Lehigh Valley's incarnation of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. In other words, it's Game 3 of a best-of-3 series and the 2023 LVSHL Varsity Phantoms Cup. Northampton won 5-1 in Game 1. Spartans were down 3-0 in Game 2, scored 4 unanswered and 1 in OT, courtesy of MJ Edwards, to force Game 3 today. The winner of this game will earn the right of being the 2023 LVSHL Phantoms Cup champions. On one end, the Northampton Konkrete Kids is the team that won the title 2 years ago, and on the other is the Southern Lehigh Spartans looking to defend their own title from last year. Time for tonight's starting goaltenders. In net for the Northampton Konkrete Kids, number 35, Balin Smargiassi. 13 wins, 2 losses, and no ties. And in net for the Spartans, number 80, Blake Benner. 10 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. Spartans back to their traditional blue uniforms for this game. Everything is on the line now. Big crowd for both ends. Student sections for Northampton and Southern Lehigh. The chants begin. Kloss and Molokov for this draw, and we are underway in Game 3. It's the Spartans and the Kids. Blocked away there. Here's Tita. He scores! 8 seconds in! Lorenzo Tita, and it's 1-0! My goodness! Tita took it away, shoots it top shelf. 8 seconds in, and Tita, it's already 1-0 Northampton. What a start for the Kids. Not the start the Spartans wanted to have. Northampton took a 1-0 lead in Game 2 last week, only 30 seconds in. As now the Spartans chase it back. Daniel Musgrave, back to for Anthony Greco, who has not scored in the finals so far. He scored 2 goals against Bethlehem in the semifinal game, brings it over the line. Greco moving on in, goes to this, stopped by Smargiassi, it's still loose. No rebound was there as the Kids cleared out. The puck accidentally goes off the official. Musgrave picked it up back towards Kloss as Greco's shot was gloved down by Nicholas Koch. Lambert trying to skin it free. Now goes back to Lorenzo Tita. So dangerous, all playoffs wrong. Brings it to the corner. Tita going behind the net, waiting, shooting, and a save is made by Benner, and he's got it. Going into this game, Tita had 4 goals in the playoffs, and now he's got 5. Spoke to him a little bit before the game. He is a junior for Northampton. Joined it a little late last season for the Northampton Konkrete Kids, but he's been an all-star all year long, as we've said previous times. Bryce Shockey lost it there from Ethan Myrick. Shockey shot it back away towards Tyler Matute, who scored the game-winning goal against the Nazareth Blue Eagles in the semifinals a few weeks ago, as Bryce Shockey hammers down Nick Humphrey. Lazarus towards center ice, trying to connect to Matute, taken away by Daniel Musgrave. On his own, shoots, save me with Smargiassi as the puck bounces to the corner. Now this puck is still back towards the left side. It's chipped back out towards Adam Dumback. Brings it out himself toward the boards of Ryder, or cleared back away, and this will be an icing against Northampton. The winner of this game will win the championship of 2023. This is the last game for anything in the LVSHL this season, as youth, middle school, and JV wrapped up their seasons. JV just finished up, with Northampton's JV team being Emmaus 2-1. Several players from Northampton on their varsity roster just played in that, such as McCray Rosses and Nicholas Koch. Tanner all tried to pick up the puck, couldn't maintain possession. That goes off of Schwartz's stick. As this goes back towards center ice, bounces near the stick of Schwartz. Musgrave hits it off the boards near the Spartans bench, and now here comes Eric Kloss. Kloss, who's been outstanding in these playoffs and all year. As this goes back towards the Spartan zone, Penninger towards Schwartz, couldn't make up on the play, and Rothba has it now. Line change for the blue and white. Tanner Alt will wait. The official jumps out of the way, goes off the stick of Stefan Guttigens. Kikasi, one of 8 seniors in his last game as a Spartan today, regardless of what happens. Schwartz fanned on the play, lost it around there from Rothba as it's shoveled back up by Tanner Alt. Rothba, that's intercepted off the stick of Cole Schwartz, and now it goes to Greco. Greco trying to move around the board, still has the puck. Greco will shoot one in front as it cannot deflect away on its way towards the goal. Casey will take a wrister, goes off the right pad of Smargiassi. We have a delayed penalty coming up. It's against Northampton. The Spartans are going on the power play. Blake Benner was heading to the bench. Northampton touches up. And just what the doctor prescribed, and apologies there, it seemed like it was going to be a power play based on Benner going to the bench. It's not. There are 2 minors, actually. It just seemed like it was going to be against just Northampton, but it's not. Andrew Rothba in for Northampton. Eric Kloss in for Southern Lehigh. Seem to be coincidental minors. MJ Edwards for this faceoff, and Gavin Molokov. Both players have been outstanding in these playoffs. Molokov had a hat trick in Game 1 of the finals. MJ Edwards scored twice in Game 2. He tied the game at 3, and he got the overtime winner. And meanwhile, here comes Tita on a 1-on-2. Watch out. Trying to get around Casey. He lost maintained possession. Good check made by the captain for the Spartans. Penninger. Good play by Humphrey trying to get it towards him, but Lazarus will give it back for Dumback. Casey, and he comes over the line, chipped off the stick of Tita, still goes for it. As Lambert is hit hard from behind by Nicholas Humphrey on a clean checking play, as this puck is gloved back down by Kikasi. This puck meets a weird bounce. Nice play by Lambert to give it to Lorenzo Tita on the right side. Tried to move on in, tried to make some dekes around Musgrave. Couldn't get through him. As Lambert touches up with his stick, got it in front, but it's blocked in front. It appeared to go off of Boris with the back. Lazarus shoots one. It goes off the stick of Blake Benner and out of play. 13:03 to go in the first. 1-0 Northampton. So it's one thing to mention about Game 2 of the finals. For Northampton, in their entire season, they didn't give up a lead more than 2 in any game. They were up 3-0 in that game. The Spartans scored 4 and answered in 1 in overtime. The Spartans are the only team that has managed to beat Northampton all year in any way, as this will be an offsides against the kids. And Northampton's never lost more than 1 game in a row. This will be the last game for players like Blake Benner, Nolan Sargent, Boris Litvak, Brendan Wamelza, Daniel Musgrave, Jack Casey, James Penninger, and Anthony Greco. Some of them have had great Spartans careers, but they're focusing more on what's at stake tonight. Brendan Wamelza threw one across there trying to get a shot as Boris Litvak was trying to go after the puck, but he couldn't get there at time. Matute moves on the right side, but this will be an offsides against Northampton. Bryce Shockey crossed the line first. We have quite the crowd here at PPL Center. Both Northampton and Southern Lehigh fans made it as Shockey and Humphrey are getting a little feisty against one another. The official blows his whistle to calm it down, at least for now. And now off this tie-up, Shockey will bring it back himself. Takes a wrist shot, goes high off the glass. Ricochets to Nolan Sargent. Lost it from Ryder Alt as his puck goes off the side of the net. Alt will go after it again. So the point goes to Nicholas Shockey. His shot goes off of Benner as it deflects wide. And a weird ricochet as it bounced to the right corner. Shots on net tied at 3 apiece as Nicholas Shockey blew a tire. Here comes MJ Edwards. Edwards away. Pass in front. It almost seemed like a shot, actually, that went way wide. Myrick could have been a passing option, but neither play worked out. Humphrey off the shoulder of Bryce Shockey. Those two are not being friendly. As Humphrey is shoving him again. Man, those two guys are not T partners. And unfortunately, that's going to be a penalty coming up as Smargiassi goes to the bench. Spartans touch up. The penalty is going to be on Nick Humphrey for going after Bryce Shockey. Shockey seemed to be giving him some hand gestures as an insult for that. It'll be a cross-checking call on the Southern Lehigh sophomore. Big chance for Northampton here. Nicholas Koch will wait. Missing one. Blocker save made by Blake Bennard. Now it's Koch again. To the point it goes to Tita. Puck waiting as he soon moves to the left circle. Tita will hold on. Shoots one off of Bennard and off the safety netting over the glass. The Spartans had a grand total of 61 shots on net against Northampton last Wednesday in their 4-3 overtime win. It was a great offensive performance. Even when they were down 3-0, they had a lot of chances. Greco will kill some time shorthanded. Nicholas Shockey. Nicholas Koch now for Tita. Turns back in his own zone. Casey, Greco, Penniger, Kloss are on the ice right now for the penalty kill unit for the Spartans. As Dumback will bring it back on the left side past the line. Penniger will try to reach for it, has the puck towards Casey. As the Spartans clear more time and cleared all the way down. 1 minute to go on the Nick Humphrey minor cross-checking penalty. Stolen away by Anthony Greco. Trying to make a pass in front. It goes off a Dumback. Kloss touched the puck. He broke his stick. Eric Kloss will go to the bench as he broke his overpriced stick. Ryder all around a few defenders as Penniger gets it past the blue line and it bounces past Dumback. 35 seconds on the Humphrey penalty. Tita at neutral ice. Will turn back around again. Looks for some options. Chips it towards Dumback to Bryce Shock. Actually, no, it was Ryder Alt instead. Try to clear it back out. It was blocked down. Then they try to get a shot on that. And a stop is made by Blake Bennard. The puck is still loose. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Lazarus, as Molokov is ran into by Blake Bennard. Not sure exactly what happened there. I was looking at the puck near the point as they'll call play dead. And now it appears that Nolan Sargent is going in the penalty box of shame. So there's 12 seconds left on the Humphrey penalty. So it's going to be 5-on-3 for the next 12 seconds. And immediately after that, Northampton's still going to have a man advantage. So even more chances for Northampton here as they couldn't keep it onside. Shot. He's leveled there by Jack Casey. Good play by the captain as he leveled him hard. 5-on-3 is now ended. It'll be 5-on-4 for 1:42 and counting. A tad less than 10 minutes in the first period. It's 1-0 Northampton. The goal coming from Lorenzo Tita. And now it's Tanner All. Left wing pass across. Goes off the twig there. Blake Bennard. As the kids can't keep it onside. Nicholas Koch twirled pass behind his legs while even looking guide to Tanner Alt, who just won in the junior varsity team for Northampton. Moscow made a little physical. The defensive chant is starting from the Spartan student section. They're going to need all the motivation they can get as they're trailing 1-0 early on as this puck is blocked down along its way. Back comes Eric Kloss. Kloss short-handed. Here comes Kloss moving in! He scores! Chris Kloss! Applesauce! He's done it again! Eric Kloss has scored in every playoff game! The Flyers goal horn plays in the background as Kloss ties the laces at 1 short-handed goal! A bright future he's got in this great sport. For Kloss, that is his 14th goal of the season. He has the second most goals on the team. Anthony Greco is 23 with the most. A big goal for the Spartans that tied this one up after seemingly a lot of penalties going in Northampton's favor. As the Spartans get some momentum and they get results on the score sheet. Lazarus blocked down by the recent goal scorer Kloss as Greco will give it back for his defense. Musgrave A level one all the way down to the corner. This might kill off the rest of the penalty. Tita down to center ice as Nolan Sargent is freed from the box of shame. Tita lost the puck under the legs there of Musgrave as the Spartans will get the puck all the way down to the Northampton zone, and this will not be icing. There goes Koch, trying to get it to Tita, intercepted by MJ Edwards, and now it's James Penniger. This puck goes off the paddle there of Smargiassi, who turns it away. Penniger with one hand on his stick trying to get it to his own possession. Now goes to Musgrave. Spartan setting up here. It's back to 5-on-5. Greco shot. Close save. Rebound in front. Scramble there in front. Blocked it down. They score! James Penniger! And it's 2-1! A mad scramble in front of the goal crease. They just kept whacking and whacking away. It gets past Smargiassi. And the Spartans take the lead! That's Penniger's 11th of the season. And all of a sudden, the Spartans are up 2-1. Offside here against Northampton. Momentum early on seemingly was going into Northampton's favor. This is just what the doctor prescribed for the Spartans in this first period, at least for now. Edwards, now it's a 2-1-3, has Humphrey on his at center as it's cleared back towards the side of the net. Nicholas Shockey will hit it off the glass. Corral's pass. Musgrave, he's got to watch out. Matute will go after. Good play by Nolan Sargent. As Northampton still takes it back, this puck was bouncing up into the air. No one can gain control as the Northampton defense has it. Shockey. Come back will now. Good play made by Humphrey as he blocks it to make sure they didn't go past the blue line. Couldn't get to the puck, however. Ryder Alt lost it. Goes to Eric Koss, who also lost the puck as well. Meanwhile, it's Ryder Alt on the left side. Moves to the circle. Ryder going behind the goal. He's taken down there as there is no penalty call there. I think a lot of the fans were thinking it was the way he fell down. Hard to see if he was tripped up by his stick or he just fell down on his own power, but he went down hard. He goes to the bench now as Koss gets a shot and it's off the glove of Smargiassi. Greco takes the puck. He'll still wait. Greco, a shot blocked down. Tipped en route. As Kakesi will leave it there for the assistant captain, James Penniger, the recent goal scorer, who made a one-goal game against Northampton in Game 2. He gets clobbered as he goes past the line. He ran into Stefan Guttigenst. And Dunback tried to get it to recently mentioned Guttigenst on the left wing. Clears it past the line, goes down, no icing here. Rothba will backhand it towards the corner. Guttigenst and Mamelza. Guttigenst fell down on the knee as once again this goes back to the Northampton zone. 5 minutes to go in the first period. It's 2-1 Southern Lehigh. Nicholas Koss fell down. Greco will take it in the corner, trying to get past the front. It's tipped off the stick of Rothba, and Musgrave couldn't get to the puck. Has it now. Brandon Lamelza will take a shot, and a glove save is made by Smargiassi. For some of these players, for seniors, they might play again in college, but for others, this could be very well be their last very competitive game of hockey in their lives. So it's a big night for a lot of these players for a lot of reasons, but of course, also, the championship is on the line. It will be awarded tonight. One of these teams will be victorious. Off the tie-up. Molokov nearly took control as Sargent's pass is blocked out. Here comes Tito and Molokov. Twirled pass off the stick of Sargent. Now it's Molokov. He shot it wide and didn't even hit the net. Koch's pass is backhanded to the glove of Tita. In front of the tip stick of Humphrey, kept on the line there. As Lambert, a backhander blocked down in front along its way. Molokov trying to make a no pass, but Edwards got in his way. Lazarus a shot. Good save made by Bennard. as Edwards couldn't get it out, as Northampton gets another shot that goes way high over the crossbar. Backhanded pass to center ice. Lazarus on defense. Biggest player on either team in this game, as Benner will not take any chances and he'll just hold on with 3:43 to go in the first. Here comes Greco on a 1-on-2 trying to get around Nicholas Shucky. Ran into him. Greco still has it as he still holds on backhand pass in front of Klaus as Ryder Alt lost his stick. Greco seemingly has been kind of active in the first period for offensive chances as Matute Arister goes off the pads there of Bennard. Ryder Alt couldn't take a shot, and they score! Bryce Shockey! The puck right to his stick. He just ripped it quickly as Northampton has tied the game at 2. Bryce Shockey, his 8th on the year, and we're tied at 2. What an offensive period it's been for both teams so far. It was a quick wrister, and meanwhile here comes Ivenko off the faceoff as I believe that puck went off the left pad there of Bennard. Forecheck nearly away there from Guttigans as is knifed by Penniger. Tanner Alt will shoot it past Kikasi. Kikasi ran into by Tanner. Alt takes the puck himself. Guttigans centering pass, no way there to tip it home as Meyer gets it just past the blue line enough. Humphrey ran to Kristen Ivenko. Meyer got off the shoulder of Tanner Alt as Benner will paddle it towards Humphrey. Takes down a Konkrete kid, and there is an arm up in the air. It's a penalty against the Spartans, an interference call, and Nick Humphrey is going in the penalty box again. He is upset. He's been quite feisty, I may add, as they'll serve in the box of shame once more. Puck is dropped. We now resume play. Sargent's off the glass. Dumbeck kept it in. It's kicked there by Gavin Molokov. Musgrave will shoot it past the line to kill some clock. Tita at center ice. Into the Spartan zone he goes. Tita, a shot goes off of Benner as it deflects off the back part of the net. Musgrave lost the puck from Tita. Takes him down. Tita, as he's nearly retaliated by Sargent, off the side of the net as Benner nearly had the poke check it away as Musgrave carefully guides it to center ice to Anthony Greco's shorthanded chance. Greco will still wait. A shot on net, and it's gloved down by Balin Smargiassi. Tita gets taken down there at their center ice by Greco, and now here comes Eric Kloss, who gets a wrister. Glove saves Smargiassi, does not cover it up for his offense to take it back. Tita once more at center ice, the outstanding junior. Past the blue line he goes to the backhand for a shot. It goes off of Blake Benner and high as they're going to roll that as it went out of play. 1:08 to go in the first. To move the face-off to the right dot. This tie will be Tita and Kloss. Both players very active in this postseason. Jackie Casey will flip one back to neutral ice and all the way down. Last minute to play in the first period. 34 seconds to go on the Nick Humphrey interference penalty. Kloss, good steal away. Waits for some reinforcements. As he made a good play to flip it down towards the neutral zone ice. It goes off of Lazarus as the captain, Jack Casey, will get it back towards behind the goal. Matute towards Tita. Back past to Gavin Molokov. Past center ice he comes, and he comes over the line as he'll get a backhander that trickles wide of the net. 25 seconds left in the first. As this goes towards the net, chipped back in front. A good place made by James Penniger. As a shot on that, save made by Blake Benner. Rebound is loose. He's scrambling out in front for Tita. Save made by Bennard. 12 seconds left in the first period. Spartans will try to kill some more time. They can't. Tita got it across there. Wrist shot. Save made by Blake Benner. One more try here for the kids. If they can get it, they can't. And we're tied at 2 after 1. We'll be back for the second. Second period is now underway. We are tied at 2 in Game 3 of the LVSHL Final. Winner gets the championship. The loser, well, you don't get first place, I'll tell you that. As it is stuffed by the blocker there of Blake Bennard. Just to recap for those of you that may not have been here for the first period, we're tied at 2. The goals coming from Lorenzo Tita and Bryce Shockey for Northampton. And for Southern Lehigh, a shorthanded goal by Eric Kloss and a goal for James Penniger. In Game 3 of last year's final, Southern Lehigh beat the Central Catholic Saints a final score of 8-4. They led 4-0 after the first period. Totally different tone game in this one. As Greco's behind the goal. Moves around the corner from Christian Ivenko. Now it's to Eric Kloss. Behind himself for Musgrave, but he couldn't maintain possession. Greco. Back to Kloss as he gains control right into Nicholas Shockey. Turnover away there for Tita. As Daniel Musgrave will hold on as the Spartans will reset on their own end. Sargent. Down to center ice, taken away by the stick-up Stefan Guttigens. Brings it back past the line himself as he gets clobbered up by Nolan Sargent. Falls down, goes after the puck. The Spartan students actually getting really angsty about that. They seem to really like the physicality, as we've seen multiple times before. The Spartan student section in last year's Game 3 final was very, very energetic at the rink in Lehigh Valley. As Tita, Greco will take a shot from long. Actually, that was Greco who took a shot from long range, did not even go close to the net. Edwards backheads it into Dumback. In front is Lamelza. As Greco will go into the bench, Spartans still hold on. Sargent will try to flip one past there of Molokov as Tita has it. Tita. Myrick nearly blocked it away, but it did not touch him. As Kakesi will hit it hard towards the boards to Ethan Myrick. Myrick made a nice play there on Molokov, taken away by Tita. Meanwhile, Tita fell down as Humphrey hopefully will stay out of the box. He had 2 penalties in the first period as he brought it past the line, but for not much longer. Ethan Myrick will flip one back to center ice. Both teams getting sloppy plays of possession time in the last few moments. As Lazarus got it for Dumback. Tita has some room to work with here. As a glove save is made by Blake Bennard as he rotates his glove to catch the puck right out of the air and hangs on. Just want to give a little injury update for the Spartans from last game to tonight. Ethan Myrick seeming to have some pain in his knee in Game 2. He's okay now. Blake Bennard had some pain and soreness in his neck from Game 2, but he's good enough to play for tonight. So is Ethan Myrick. Good to have everyone healthy. Northampton forward number 53, McCray Ross, who's currently on the bench, just won the championship with his JV Northampton team, looking to get another one here. As his backhand pass goes to Myrick. Myrick to MJ Edwards on the right side. As Penniger as a passing option. Shoots! Save me with Spargiassi! As Penniger not in the right place in time to get a rebound try. Taken by Edwards as he gloves it down on a legal play. Edwards a wrister! Blocker save made by Spargiassi as it goes off the glass. Edwards, even before he scored those 2 goals in Game 2, had a lot of good chances all game long. Lazarus hits it back towards the boards, towards the Spartans bench, as Musgrave, one of 5 players for the Valley Forge Minutemen, carries it back in. Spartans defenseman number 14, who likes to call his team the SL Minutemen at times, just as a little joke. Speaking of Penniger, he could not take down Ryder. Oh, goes to the net, and a stop is made by Bennard. Sargent, off the stanchion of the glass. Tipped in from by Cole Schwartz. Then towards Christian Ivenko. And now comes Eric Kloss bursting the speed as he's done all season long. He'll make a pass in front towards Schwartz as he takes it on the angle. Guided there for Anthony Greco. Kicks it to his stick on his backhand and forehand. Dekes around. Makes some moves towards Musgrave. Checked from behind of Christian Ivenko. As his puck is still towards Anthony Greco, makes a nice play in front. Kloss fanned on the shot as the kids cleared out. Icing will be the call here against Northampton. Off the boards, back now. Here comes Lorenzo Tita. He's got no help other than his skills to work with as he missed the net with a shot. We've seen so much magic with him all year. Here he comes again. Tita. We'll have to turn back around from Nolan Sargent as Molokov picks up the puck. Trying to center it in front. Goes off of MJ Edwards. Trying to center it again. There was Tita. As Sargent trying to get towards Humphrey, but it goes to Nicholas Koch instead. Rothba clears it past the line, gloved down by Bennett, and leaves it for his defense. Daniel Musgrave outlet pass to Nick Humphrey, chases, but he cannot corral onto his stick with the puck. Tita checked ball off his back from Sargent, stayed on his balance. Moves on in. Tita gets a right sweep by in front as the Northampton kid was able to tip it from the pass of Tita. That shot goes wide there from the point. As Musgrave does just enough to get it out. Dunback tried to reach for it, but this will cost him as this will be an icing against Southern Lehigh. They'll get some fresh legs on the ice, as well as the orange and black, not called the Flyers. So Northampton beat the Central Catholic Saints in a best-of-3 series back in 2021 for the finals. In 2 games, the Spartans beat the Saints in a best-of-3 final last year. So the winners of the last 2 championships in varsity will win tonight. Eric Kloss coming in again! Stuffed like a turkey there. Spartans Yossi made the stop. It's still loose and trying to knife it away. He's scrambling like a snow angel as they couldn't get another shot on net. They're still trying to deke it down. Comes in front as Kloss chases towards Nicholas Shockey. Spartans keeping up the pressure. Get Casey, nice play to keep it onside. A shot goes wide. And what's amazing is that for Kloss, he's not just a rookie. This guy's a freshman. He's been solid all year. Casey. Back in he comes. It's the captain. Makes a nice move on but 2. Shoots. It goes high and wide. Greco for the rebound. Trying to flip it in. As Smart as Giassi got to the left side of the net and covers up with 10:26 to go in the second period. We're tied at 2 shots on net, 21-18 in favor of Northampton. Off the tie-up, Spartans take it there from James Penninger. Tips it back to Lazarus behind the goal. That goes off the stick of Myrick. Nicholas Koch nearly taken away by Edwards as Lazarus will clear it back towards Tanner Alt. Has Ivenko waiting at center ice. As this puck goes off of Tanner Alt and bounces to the left side into the Spartan zone for a brief moment. Lazarus got past the back of MJ Edwards as Penninger's behind the goal. Clears it back out. Nicholas Koch. Nearly lost it. Off the tip stick of James Penninger, kept onside in the Spartan zone, but tipped back to neutral ice. Casey fanned on his play, tipped off of Ivenko, still trying to knife it by from Nicholas Humphrey, as Ivenko will shoot it towards the goal crease. An easy save is made by Blake Benner, perhaps his easiest of the night tonight. Meanwhile, here comes Meyer. A wrister blocked in front by Tanner Alt, taken away nearly by MJ Edwards. It was on his skate, but he couldn't properly eye coordinate that to his stick blade. Tanner Alt moves it on the forehand, trying to get her on the edge of Moscow. Toils back, still goes after it, has the puck. To the corner goes to Gutta, gets puck to the back towards the side of the net. Penninger doesn't know where it is as they couldn't get a shot at that. A backhander tipped wide as Penninger and Ivenko were kind of checking each other high up for a little bit there. Lazarus, his shot blocked there off the skate by James Penninger. Edwards trying to get to James. He'll chase after it to the left side. He's got Greco behind him. A shot! Glove saves Margiassi as Lazarus will, I'm not sure if he intended to kick it towards the corner. Puck comes into the air. Gravity brings it down as Tita intercepted by Lamelza. But Tita will take it back in his own end. 8:25 and counting to go in the second in Game 3 of the finals. We're tied at 2. Lazarus nearly towards Rothba. As so much is on the line tonight for both squads. Lamelza trying to get for Greco, couldn't connect on the play. No icing here. It's kicked by Lambert. Back here comes Tita. Tita has 2 defenders around him. Makes some moves. Still waits. Doesn't take the shot on net. Tito will take a shot that goes past the legs there of Nolan Sargent. A shot that's blocked in front again, and back comes Eric Kloss. Kloss will try to move on in towards the left side, trying to get center and pass in front towards Lamelza, but Rothbach got in his way. Tita. Back he comes the other way. Lost possession. Molokov. His pass was blocked down as Musgrave has it behind his own goal. Lambert. And now Eric Kloss will try to get it out of his own end. It's been a pretty even game, not just with the score, but just with the overall amount of offense for both sides. Shockey. And that goes off the right pillow pad there of Benner, who turns it away. Carry back out to the corner. It's Lambert. Pass in front. Could not be tipped in front. Hayden Lambert had a goal last game for Northampton as Benner has the puck off the side of the net. Gets the whistle with 6:45 remaining in the second period. Nicholas Koch will turn back around. He's got Myrick threatening that he would take the puck away from him. Tipped off the stick and skate of Ryder Alt. Kikasi flipped one in front for MJ Edwards. Edwards clears it over the line himself. This goes off the side of the net. And once again, a Spartans chant ensues at the PPL Center. Humphrey fell down on the ice. He's got a lot of snow actually on his back end right now. As this goes past the line. Bryce Shockey will hold on for Northampton. Trying to make an outlet pass to Matu. Takes it on the left side. Turns away from it. Edwards trying to follow it up. But Penninger stole it away. Guys for Ethan Meyer. Trying to knife it away from Nicholas Koch as he goes to the corner. Meyer falls down towards the corner. As Ryder Alt will backhand it back to center ice. Penninger towards Kikasi. Intercepted there by Ryder Alt. Moves on the left side, takes a shot. Blocked in front by James Penninger. Good defensive play as Alt trying to throw it across, but no way there to get a shot on that. Lazarus a shot. Blocked in front again by James Penninger. He's somewhat moving gimpily. Hopefully he's going to be okay as he will slowly go to the bench. As we'll get a whistle, it'll be an offsides here against Southern Lehigh. 5:27 to go in the second. The Phantoms Cup has been in the building pretty much for all these games. But for one thing that's guaranteed tonight, it will be handed to one of these two excellent hockey teams. These have been the two top teams in the standings for varsity all season long. For the overall records, Northampton, 13 wins, 2 losses, no ties. For Southern Lehigh, 10 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. Spartans back in the finals for the second straight year. Northampton back in the finals for the first time in 2 seasons. And now it's Nicholas Shockey who gets a shot. Glove save made by Blake Benner as he kind of retaliates his blocker towards Nicholas Shockey right away as he was approaching the goal after the whistle. Kloss and John Wolfel for this face-off. The puck is about to be dropped, and it is. Musgrave off the glass towards Levac. It goes to Eric Kloss back to center ice. He's got Greco as a passing option. Moves on the left side. Kloss will move back to the circle. And a shot goes wide towards the left corner. Back to Musgrave. It has as he holds on. Musgrave a wrister off the stick of Christian Ivenko and stays in the park. With that, good play to Anthony Greco. Had 2 goals against Bethlehem in the semifinal, but none in the finals so far. Greco is getting tangled up by Christian Ivenko. He's being hugged by him, and we're going to have a penalty coming up, I believe, against Ivenko. It is. Greco's going to be careful here to make sure he doesn't cause any penalties for himself. Let's make sure he's not going to go in the box. There will be a penalty on at Northampton based on that. Going to make sure that those Spartans going in the box this time. Greco's not going in the box. Christian Ivenko is going to go in the box. A shame. This will be a power play for the Spartans. Apologizing for hesitating. It's just that Anthony Greco's been in the box so much all year. You never know if he's going to be in it. Big chance for the Spartans to maybe get the lead back. Kikasi kicked off the boot of Anthony Greco, who drawed the penalty but did not cause it. Kikasi wristing one, blocked in front by Tito off his stick blade. Greco rallied behind rallying around behind for Musgrave. That went across there for Edwards. He couldn't hold on to the puck, trying to get a shot on net. Couldn't get by as Greco has it now. Intercepted by Molikov, tips it, and watch out, Tina's going to take it away. Short-handed chance. Tina, left pad, stop. Made by Blake Bennard. His biggest save on the year in his Spartans career thus far. Back come the Spartans the other way. Greco on the left corner. Pass it from Musgrave. Couldn't tip it home. Oh, what a stop made by Smargiassi. Musgrave almost got his second goal of the year right on the doorstep. Great chance. Let's see if the offense can continue on. 1 minute to go on the Evenko minor penalty. 3:18 and counting to go in the second period. We're tied at 2. And now here comes Tita again, short-handed. There's a score! Blake Bennard was getting aggressive. He was trying to poke check it away. He did a 180-degree split. It just was not enough. And just like in the last period, when Eric Kloss got a short-handed goal, Northampton gets their own. Tita does it again. He's been a Spartans killer in this series as Northampton takes a 3-2 lead. Tita had the puck all alone. He just had Blake Benner as an obstacle. I can understand Benner trying to get a little aggressive. It was risky, and unfortunately, from his standpoint, it did not work out. But a great scoring chance for Musgrave on one side of the ice and a goal itself on the other. 2 short-handed goals in a championship game. Who would have thought? One from each side. Kloss will turn back. Moves it out himself. At center ice. Comes over the line. Kloss will move on in. Will turn back. Backhands it to the point. Spartans setting up now. Sargent. Musgrave. Rister blocked in front there. They're trying to get a rebound try as no puck went to the net. Fanned there by Ryder Alt. The power play has just ended. The Spartans cannot capitalize, but Northampton did on their penalty kill unit. Tipped back in front towards center ice by Cole Schwartz. Now it's Anthony Greco. Past the line he comes on an onside play. MJ Edwards. His shot fanned wide. It did not even hit Smargiassi there. His puck is stuck behind the corner towards the point. Sargent couldn't keep it onside. This will be an icing. Ryder Alt and Anthony Greco will go for this face-off in the left circle. Northampton leads 3-2 in the second period in this critical game 3. Ryder Alt on a 2-on-2 is Bryce Shockey and Penninger and Kikasi in front of him. They now give reinforcements. Shockey, a shot blocker down by Blake Benner to the corner. Myrick rattled behind by Ryder Alt. As will bring it back the other way. Outlet pass to Anthony Greco trying to get around Shockey, and he does. Greco will move on in as his shot goes wide. He didn't even have a lot of power. Oh, big check is made by Kikasi as we have a penalty coming up as a result of that. Kikasi had a hard check at the Northampton end. We'll see what the penalties are assessed out of that. Kikasi will go in the box for Southern Lehigh, and Ryder Alt will be in for Northampton. So they'll switch penalty boxes. 1:03 to go in the second period. So it will remain 5-on-5. Kloss and Wolfel. And Northampton takes it away. Ivenko off the tip stick of Musgrave as we are in the last minute to play in the second period. Musgrave deking around Ivenko. Make the left wing feed to Eric Kloss. 45 seconds left in the second period. He gets checked there by Nicholas Koch. Ivenko on the circle towards the boards, taken away by Anthony Greco, who takes a shot, but it's blocked in front by Wolfel. It was more of a clearing play. Onside there is Musgrave. His shot saved me by Smargiassi. Where's the puck? Brought back the other way as Koch will hold on, takes a shot on that, and goes off the stick there of Blake Benner, who gets it away to the corner. 14 seconds left in the second period. I'll see if there's any more shot attempts here. Greco will go after it. Gunnigan's will get to the puck first. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is 3-2 Northampton after 2. We will be back for the crucial third period. Third period is now underway, the last regulation period of the varsity season. It is 3-2 Northampton in Game 3. Greco shot goes high and wide. The trophy will be awarded tonight to the LVSHL varsity champions of 2023. Northampton leads 3-2. They led 1-0 in the series. Spartans won Game 2 to tie it up to force this Game 3 here. This is basically the Lehigh Valley's incarnation of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. And it definitely is for these young high schoolers on both teams. And, of course, the parents, too. Everything is on the line now. Greco will go after towards the corner, takes it. Greco centering pass with no Spartan there to take it away. But nice play made by Musgrave. As they'll take the puck back towards Anthony Greco. Richter, save made by Smargiassi. Greco has it again, trying to deke around Dumback as he lobs it nearly to center ice, blocked out by James Penninger as he could not keep it onside. Northampton clears it back out, and this will be an icing against them. Off this face-off, Musgrave, his shot blocked in front there by the stick of Ryder All. Humphrey trying to get a rebound play. Edwards sees Smargiassi as he stops play. 9 out of 13 players on the Spartans roster were on the championship team last year. As Myrick get behind the goal towards Humphrey, Koch will get in front for Ryder All. Outlet pass to Bryce Shock. He couldn't get to the puck in time as Sargent will have it on the right corner. Kept onside by Northampton. Koch, a wrister blocked in front by the stick of Myrick as Edwards was nearly shoveled by Tyler Matu briefly off his right shoulder. As this is backhanded off the high glass, Northampton defense takes it in from Rothbaugh. Nolan Sargent will chase back with James Penninger. As the Spartans are down by 1, they're trying to score to at least tie the game to survive, but before Northampton, they're hoping that does not happen. As Bryce Shockey will back it into the zone. Line change for both squads. Casey. Past the line he goes. On the circle, Casey looking for some option plays, but he lost maintained possession as Greco ran into Nicholas Koch on the left corner. Koch takes it again. Has no help, but Tanner All on the left wing as he shoots one back towards the right corner. This puck goes up the side of the net as he lost control of it. Penninger, who scored earlier in the game, the second goal for the Spartans. And the guy that scored first for the Spartans, Eric Kloss, has the puck. Now lost the puck. We have a arm up in the air. There is a Northampton Konkrete kid going into the box of shame. It's Christian Evenko again. And it's going to be a power play for the Spartans. So Evenko will once again be in the box of shame. Big chance for the Spartans to maybe get back in this one. Malkov blocked it down. Spartans keep it in. To the line it goes Casey, kicked by Anthony Greco. In his last game as a Spartan. What a great career he has had. Musgrave, pass back to Kloss. Musgrave, pass it for the flex. Trying to tip it towards Greco, but he couldn't tip it the right way. Greco again, twirls back to the captain. Casey takes it. As he gets a shot, it hit the side of the right post, but Smargiassi was covering the side of the net enough to keep it out. Tita had a shorthanded goal in the second period. Trying to get another one. He'll at least get an offensive chance. And a shot! And I believe Benner got a piece of it as he lunged across with his right leg. Back comes Kloss on the left circle with a wrister that goes wide to the Zamboni Dorn corner. Penninger will backhand it around it from Gavin Malkov as the kids clear it out. Musgrave couldn't connect to Penninger, goes to Eric Kloss instead. He'll shoot it in. Behind the net goes the smart. Giossi leaves it for his defense. Matute blocked in front by Eric Kloss. Good takeaway. Gets a shot as his fanned wide. I believe him. Hard to see if it tipped. As the Spartan gets hit hard there towards the corner. That was Eric Kloss. He got shoveled there by Nicholas Shockey. He got hit really hard there. 28 seconds to go in the Evenco minor penalty. Greco on the right side has Kloss as a passing option, trying to get towards Kloss as he tried to lay down Shockey. As we'll get a whistle with 12:17 to go in the third, 16 seconds to go on the power play for Southern Lehigh. Molikoff and Edwards will go with this face-off on the onside dot. Whistle is blown. And Borisovec fanned on this pass. Sargent will have to take it. Nolan Sargent, he was not on the Spartans championship team last year. He was with the team 2 seasons ago when he was a sophomore. He was unable to play for the Spartans last year, and he joined back in their ranks early in the season. As Moshkin goes in as he tries to gain the zone, makes a pass in front, and now Levesque will try to whack at it. And save is made by Spartans. Giossi still loose in front. Scramble there. Where's the puck? There's a Konkrete kid in the net. That was Gavin Molikoff. And Tita moving on in. He's all alone. Tita, he scores! A hat trick for Lorenzo Tita, and it's 4-2. He was all alone once again. He's been an absolute nightmare for Spartans goaltender Blake Bennard, and Northampton makes it 4-2 right as the penalty expires. His 25th of the season. All hands must be on deck now from the Spartans' perspective as they're down 4-2 in the last game of the year. 11.5 to go in the third. It is 4-2 Northampton. Shots on net 26-24 in favor of the Kids. Kloss on the left wing with the shot. Saves Smart Giossi as he will stop play. One thing Coach Greco was saying in the pregame speech, it almost seems kind of accurate now, is that the Spartans' special teams, when it comes to power plays, has not been very productive. And unfortunately, the power play that the Spartans just proved that point, as it has not improved. As we have two players going into the penalty boxes. This time, it's Tyler Matute and Eric Kloss. Kloss looking pretty frustrated in there. They're both cross-checking calls based on the signaling by the official. As the Spartans will probably get in desperation mode now. And we're down 3-0. They're only down by 2 right now, but they don't have as much time to work with compared to game 2, as we were already in the third. Penninger to Casey. Blocked in front there by Ryder All. He was shaking his left hand. It appeared to go off it. John Wolfel. Off the shoulder there of Penninger. In front there, alone there, was Bryce Shockey, but he couldn't maintain the play. Nicholas Shockey, a shot tipped away towards his brother as Ryder All will go after to the corner, as well as Casey. Fed one in front. Shot on this, save made by Benner from John Wolfel. Northampton surging. Shockey, his shot towards the net, and a stop is made by Benner. He's doing the splits. He's got to get back in position, and he has now. He doesn't have his stick. He can't reach out for it right now as he makes a save there. Good thing Benner didn't go for his stick. Otherwise, he would not have been in position to stop play with 10:18 to go. He's got his twig back in his hand, and we will resume play shortly. Musgrave taken away by Tanner Alt. Gunnigan's touched it. Myrick has Humphrey as a passing option in front of him as Myrick has 3 Konkrete kids racing right behind him. Looks pretty scary, actually, if he looks behind himself, but he did not. Spartans trying to get control of the puck in their own end, and they can't. Musgrave to Sargent. The play catch. A tad less than 10 minutes to go in regulation. It's 4-2 Northampton. Sargent nearly lost his balance near the Spartans student section. Lazarus will pass towards the circle as Sargent's trying to take him down. Evenco also retaliating on those checks. They're still going after each other. as they'll finally separate. Tanner on. He tries to take down Sargent. They're going after one another now as play been blown dead yet. It has. Tanner All was getting pretty feisty there earlier in the regular season when these two teams met. Tanner All really leveled Spartans forward number 23, Anthony Greco. Eric Kloss and Tyler Matu will come out of the boxes now. Tanner All is the only player in either penalty box so far. We'll see if there's any more penalties called. But based on where they're moving the face-off and the amount of players in the ice of Spartans, once again going on the man advantage, their power plays have been a struggle. But if there's any chance or any time to improve it, this is it. Everything is on the line now. It's do or die time. Musgrave backhand best behind there towards Greco as the kids automatically get it back out. Casey. Brought back the other way past the line. Toe drink shot. It goes off the glass. Didn't even hit the net. Kloss on his forehand kicks it, and you don't want to give it to him. He accidentally gave the puck to the Spartans killer, Lorenzo Tita. Musgrave will have to go back towards the puck in his own zone. Kloss. In front for Anthony Greco. Takes it back the other way. Greco will move to the circle. A shot! Glove save made by Smargiassi. An easy save for Balin with 8:27 to go in the third. 1:15 to go in the Tanner Alt minor altercation. Right off this draw, Smargiassi will not take any chance. He'll cover up the puck right away. That only took a few seconds off the clock. This puck is dropped on the face off the Spartans, trying to take control from Anthony Greco, and he has it. Now there goes for Casey. A shot's blocked out. Greco, rebound backhander off the glove of Smargiassi. Casey to Musgrave again. They'll play catch here and goes to the captain. Casey fires one and goes off the high glass towards back to the corner. Some offense surging for the Spartans, but can they keep it up? We'll see. Rothbuff fanned on his clearing attempt. As Jack and Casey will nearly curl it towards, nearly taken away by Ryder All. Goes to Musgrave. Musgrave, fit one across Paniger, fanned on the shot. It doesn't even hit Smargiassi. Taken away by Kloss. His shot fired into the wrong net. He hit the safety netting. 33 seconds on the power play. 7:45 to go in the game. Northampton leads 4-2. They can win it all tonight. So consider Lehigh if they come back, but they have a lot of work to do, but not much time to work with. Malakoff. This goes off the stanchion, makes a weird bounce, and goes to Anthony Greco. Greco trying to make a feed pass, as Levac has it behind the goal. To Casey. He'll wait. He'll wrist one, blocked in front of his boards. Levac fell down in front of the goal crease. Kloss back to Casey. Wrist one from long range, blocked in front there. They tried to get another shot on net. They couldn't scramble for much more as Malakoff takes it back. Power play is about to expire. One-timer there by Kloss. Does not even hit the net as Paniger has it on the left corner. Paniger to Kloss. Kloss, slap shot, blocked in front there as the power play has expired. All alone there. Here comes Lambert. He shoots, he scores. Lambert, just like earlier for the fourth goal for Northampton, they score right as the power play expired. It happens again. He scored in back-to-back games as Northampton leads 5-2. Two-game goal streak for Lambert. Unless the Spartans can get a miracle, that may have just put it away. We'll keep our eyes on Spartans goaltender Blake Benner, see when they'll go 6-on-5, if at all. Koch behind his net. Tipped back the other way. Musgrave. Northampton has capitalized on several breakaways today. It's been a big point on why they're up 5-2. As they're looking to win their second title in 3 years. Sargent, as his puck comes up into the air, they couldn't bat it away. As Myrick will try to chip one back to center ice, and here comes Nick Humphrey. His shot, blocker saves Smargiassi as this bounces back to the left corner. Tita. As Gavin Molikoff will shoot it off the glass past the Northampton bench. Lambert will try to go after it. Can't get to the puck. Poked away by Blake Benner. Gave it there for Tita. Going behind the goal. Lost possession of the puck. Has it again. Shoots. Left patched up by Benner. And it's 5-2 Northampton in Game 3. Less than 6 minutes to go in regulation. But two fanned on his pass. Dumbback will shoot one back to the right corner. That goes Koch will have on the right point. This accidentally goes off the official. But two fed one across. They couldn't get a shot on net there from Tita in front of the goal crease. Actually, that was Lambert trying to whack away again. But he fanned on it. MJ Edwards will go after it, but he cannot get to the puck in time, as this will be an icing against the Spartans. Matute will try to win this faceoff with Northampton. Battered up into the air. Greco at center ice. Has Mamelza and Casey. Moves around to the fence. Greco going to the net backhander. And a stop is made by Smargy Yossi. Greco still looking to provide insurance in the finals. Could not do it there. Shockey. Outlet pass at center. Here comes Ryder All trying to go around the defense. Falls down. Gets hit there by James Penniger. A little less than 5 minutes to go in the third period. 5-2 Northampton. As Ryder All has it on the left circle. Wristing one and blocked it from by Kloss, as it was also fanned down. Rothbaugh lost it from James Penniger. Tipped back away there from Lamelza. Tried to get it to Penniger. Couldn't make the right play. Lamelza. As Ryder All's pass blocked out by Anthony Greco. Greco, his shot blocked in front by Rothbaugh. Goes to the net. Watching it there was James Penniger, but Smargy Yossi says not today. 4:19 to go. The championship is on the line. As Musgrave away. Wristing one. Save Smargy Yossi. Edwards. Back to Musgrave. Takes a shot blocked in front along its path as he couldn't get to the goal crease. Musgrave had a great chance in the second period but could not capitalize. MJ Edwards will try to shoot it back away. Watch out, here comes Tanner All. Will chase after the puck. Has John Wolfel, but luckily from the Spartans' perspective, it's an offside. It's an icing, actually. Edwards, Humphrey, Myrick, Sargent, and Musgrave are on the ice for the Spartans. Molikoff try to win the faceoff with Northampton as the kids will bring it back the other way. Molikoff clears it in off the stick of Benner, leaves it for Sargent. Sargent will take the puck on the corner. Backhand pass behind there for Daniel Musgrave. Musgrave at center ice goes to MJ Edwards, who has 5 goals against Northampton this season, as they'll try to knife it towards the side of the post. Couldn't get a good chance. Time's winding down to the PPL Center. It's been spectacular playoffs for all the divisions, especially for varsity. Again, unless the Spartans can come up with a miracle, it's looking to be the last period for varsity this year. Northampton leads 5-2, 3 minutes to go in regulation. See if the Spartans have any more magic left in the hat, as time is still winding down. Matute in front for Musgrave, as he'll twirl back. Matute seemed a little shaken up to get back. Tyler Matute is hurt. He is down in the corner. They're going to call play dead. He's shaken up. He's down on his knees. Coach Brian Ruff and the medical staff will come onto the ice to make sure he's okay. He's going to get up on his knees. He seems to be laboring one of his legs as he will go to the bench. At least he was able to skate on his own power. Matute had a very good season for the kids. Going into this game, he had 15 points in 12 games. 2:43 to go. Bennard still in his net. McCray and Ross will actually go for this face-off, looking to go 2 for 2 for his championships today, as Southern Lehigh calls a timeout. 2:43 to go in the third. 5-2 Northampton. We will be right back. Timeout is about to end. 2:43 to go. It's 5-2 Northampton. The kids looking to win their second league title in 3 years. The Spartans praying to all the hockey gods possibly out there. I know they exist, but I'm just making a joke. To maybe come back in it. Benner, it's going to stay in his net. I don't even know if Coach Greco is going to pull him at this point. They might just keep him in. The Spartan season is looking to come to a just short ending. It is quite remarkable they were able to make it back to the finals back-to-back years with a smaller roster. You could argue they weren't as strong as last year's Spartans team. You could argue that Northampton is actually better than the Saints team that made the finals last year. So it's amazing. That they were just able to make it here and at least force this game 3. As Benner is slowly approaching near towards the bench. He'll go to it now. Empty cage for the Spartans. It's desperation time. 6-on-5. Penninger. Pivot there from Moskov. Shoots. See. Rebound. Greco couldn't finish it. As he gets a shot in there. The fight through the crease there. Scramble there. Where's the puck? As they'll call play dead with 2:07 to go. Players for Southern Lehigh Northampton are getting very upset over this revelation. Smargiassi still laying down. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Smargiassi seems to be cheating his way out of the net. It seemed like it, as he may have believed that the puck was in. There was a similar play in a game between the Arizona Coyotes and the Buffalo Sabres about 7 years ago where Coyotes goalie Mike Smith had the puck stuck behind his back of his jersey. It was like tucked in, and it went past the goal line, and they ruled it a goal. It was actually an OT winner, so I always wonder if Balin was thinking it might have been in. Regardless, they do not rule it a goal. It's an empty cage for the Spartans. They're down 5-2. 2:07 left in regulation. As they're going to move the face-off to the blue line, actually. Penninger seems kind of upset over that. Kloss and Matute. Kloss, Greco with back. Musgrave, Penninger, and Kakasi are on the ice right now. 2 minutes left and counting. Cleared back at the center ice. Jack Kakasi. As this goes past the empty cage. Captain Jack will be heading to West Virginia this fall. As Penninger took down Ryderall, back on the Spartans towards Musgrave. As is cleared back down, this will not go into the empty cage. Icing will be the ruling. 1:36 to go. As the official play-by-play announcer of the Southern Lehigh Spartans, I just have to say to the audience listening live right now, and for those of you that will watch this later on when this is released on YouTube, thanks for joining me throughout this entire season. It's been a fun ride. These players have had a great season, as the Spartans are likely going to be falling short at this rate. Shot on net goes into the glove of Smargiassi from Kakasi. But as from Northampton's perspective, they've been the best team in the league on paper and in the record books all year. They're also ranked in the top 15 for high school hockey teams actually in the state of Pennsylvania. So they've been recognized that much. As it's cleared all the way back down towards the empty cage. Scores! That will do it. The kids celebrate at their student section. It is 6-2 Northampton. As Northampton has 1:18 to go before winning the championship title. For the players playing for JV, they just won a few hours ago. They're looking to win their second title in just a matter of hours. Greco and Wolfold. The puck is now going back behind towards the Northampton end. It's been a spectacular season for both teams. One had to win and one had to lose, and the victor shall be Northampton. An excellent season. Ironic that they play Southern Lehigh, the only team that beat them in the regular season. An overall solid series, an overall spectacular playoffs in the PPL Center. Thank you to the Lehigh Valley Phantoms for having the LVSHL playoffs here. It's been a heck of a last few weeks for all these teams. Last minute to play in regulation. Penninger clears it back down towards the boards. Dumbback as Wamelza couldn't get a shot on net. The crowd starting to cheer on here at the PPL Center. Anthony Greco back and back to Casey. Couldn't get a shot on that as Sargent shot blocked back down as the kids cleared back out. Icing will be the call. 34.7 seconds left. To my Spartans and fans, whether you play for Southern Lehigh, Northampton, or wherever else in the LVSHL and Phantoms U, thanks for joining me throughout the season. It's been a fun ride. I'll miss you. Malakoff and Greco get Casey. Tried to take a shot as it did not go. He fanned on the play. Lazarus couldn't clear it back out. Nearly knifed by Sargent. Goes to center ice. Penninger is just going to take his time. It seems like he's just going to kill the clock here at the PPL Center. An outstanding playoffs in this league. Northampton is going to be the kings of the LVSHL once again. Time's going to wind down. The Northampton Konkrete Kids are the 2023 LVSHL Phantoms Cup champions. They congratulate their goaltender, Balin Smargiassi, who played well all season long. Equipment flying up into the air as the kids are the kings of the Lehigh Valley. As the victors celebrate, the team that just fell short, taking in of what just happened. Players like Greco and Penninger and others are taking a knee as their Spartan careers come to an end. Anthony Greco's Spartan's career also comes to an end. What a spectacular run he had. One of 3 players to have 100 points in Spartan's history as they just fall short. But as for Northampton, they get the job done. They win 6-2. They win in a best-of-3 series. But as for the Spartans, in a few days, once emotions start to get better for them, I would think they'll at least think about Game 2, how they were able to come back in that one, down 3-0, to force this game. Be proud that they were able to make the finals a second straight season as they just fall short. As the handshake line begins, the first 2 on it is Smargiassi and Blake Bennard. Bennard will take off his gloves as he'll do one of the best traditions in the sport in the handshake line. Spartans captain number 22, Jack Casey, is being awarded the second place trophy for Southern Lehigh. Those are the 4 seniors out for Northampton right now, accepting the Phantoms Cup of 2023 as they bring it to their team and get what they've wanted all year. But that's not all they're getting. Here comes the big crown of the LVSHL, held there by Balin Smargiassi. As now the Konkrete Kids, just like you see every year in the Stanley Cup Final, will hand the trophy to one another one by one. As meanwhile, the Spartans are now slowly going onto the bench to get whatever they need, and they go into the locker room. Hampton will go for a team pose to end the season here. Renzo Tito with the trophy now, Was great all year long. Was excellent in these playoffs. Had a hat trick tonight as he is an LVSHL champion. This is the end of the 2022-2023 LVSHL season. I want to thank everyone that was a part of supporting Nick's hockey broadcast. I'm Nicholas Garofolo. From this entire season, thank you for joining us for Nick's hockey broadcast covering Southern Lehigh Spartans hockey. I'm Nicholas Garofolo, signing off.